Hey, party people. Listen, the name of God's chosen people is Israel. That's it. The name is Israel. Their name is not Jew or Jewish. Jews and Jewish people are people who converted into the belief of Israel. They're not God's chosen people. It never happened. First of all, there's no letter J at all. It didn't even exist back then. Anybody's name who starts with a J back in the Bible, whose name starts with a J now, their name did not start with a J back in the Bible because there was no letter J until 500 years ago. So 500 years ago, whenever they decided to add a J, they went through and they changed a lot of names, like Joseph and John and Jesus. Anybody name who starts with a J, Jew, that was not their name if you were to read the Bible without man changing it to suit his needs. There was no letter J. But not only that, if you follow the Bible and understand how the Most High operates, whenever he changed anybody's name, they recorded it. They recorded everybody's name being changed. When he changed, Abraham was the first person whose name he changed. When he changed, Abram was his name, and he changed it to Abraham, which meant I am the father of many nations. Now, that's not even Abraham's real name. They changed that too. Then his son Jacob, whose name is not really Jacob, it's Yaakov. That's his name. But they changed it God changed his name to Israel. Before that, he changed Sarai, her name was Sarai, Abraham's wife. God changed her name to Sarah. And he recorded it. Every single time somebody's name was changed, it was recorded. They didn't change their name and didn't tell us about it. So not once did they change the name to, I'm going to hold the camera down because there's a police officer right next to me. Not once did they change the name from Israel to Jewish. They never did. It was not recorded. They just never did. They never did. Never changed the name from Israel to Jewish. And people say, oh, that's because they're from the lineage of Judah. Well, they didn't change the name from Judah. Where did it say Judah was changed to Jewish? Nowhere. Every time we changed Saul's name to Paul, it was recorded. Simon's name to Peter, it was recorded. Like, every time the name was changed, it was recorded. Except when they changed the entire name of his chosen people from Israel to Jewish, they forgot to record that one. Absolutely crazy. God's chosen people name is Israel, or Israelites. Israel was Jacob's name. Yaakov, but call him Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Jacob had 12 sons and a daughter. 12 sons became Israel, and their family became Israel. And they were known as Israelites, but they're Israel. Not Jews, not Jewish. The people who are living in the modern day Israel, those people are converts. They are people which is nothing wrong with deciding to follow God's laws. Nothing wrong with that at all. They just decided that they're going to follow God's laws, but they're not God's chosen people. Not at all. Not even remotely. God's chosen people look more like me than they look like them. So those are not God's chosen people. You can tell God's chosen people because the Bible gives us a description of who they are. They're the people who have been sold in a ship into slavery. There's only one set of people who fit that description. The Bible tells us that they have been sold into ships and placed into slavery because they're not obeying his laws. So when they obey his laws, then you don't have to do that. But because they're not obeying his laws, they have the worst out of life. If his people that's called by his name turn from their wicked ways, come back to him, follow his laws, then they can have the promises that he promises us. So I just came to tell you today that Israel is Israel. Jewish is Jewish. They're not God's chosen people. God's chosen people name is Israel. So if you read in your Bible and you really believe in God, you should know who his chosen people are. You should not be referring to them as Jews or Jewish, because they're not. Have a blessed day.